ADA, as it currently stands, has about 1,300 members, which is growing rapidly. About 325 student members, which is also growing very rapidly. ADA itself is an organization that's dedicated to practitioner excellence, high ethical standards of care, strong business practices, all in providing quality audiological services. The organization itself, as you may know, essentially started back when audiologists wanted to be able to dispense hearing instruments, but couldn't, and decided that they were going to dispense hearing instruments because they felt that was the best care for their patients. Those people formed ADA. Then, moving forward a decade, the group decided that the master's degree alone was not adequate enough for training for audiology students, and founded the AFA, which then, of course, promoted the AuD movement. So a lot of ADA members were very strong in that initial. Dr. David Goldstein, the father of AuD, was obviously very, very important in that. Fast forwarding then to now, ADA is obviously very wrapped up in the 18 by 18 movement, which is something that has garnered a great deal of excitement and energy, not only from our membership, but from outside of the organization. At the same time, we also, as I mentioned, the 325 student members, done a lot of work to engage students in the process of transitioning from being a student, getting their AuD, and actually becoming a professional. I've had the good fortune to speak at a lot of different university settings, and one consistent thing I keep hearing is, I'm happy I'm getting the AuD. It's taken me 4 years. I'm incurring a great deal of debt. I'm interested in private practice. How do I make that all work? So ADA is working very hard to kind of give some answers and some solutions for that. One of the initiatives was to start the virtual student chapter, which is basically a group of AuD students who get to call their shots. They get to tell ADA what they need from the student level. If there's certain types of education they need, it's ADA's job to provide that. And what we just been announced is the business plan competition. And basically what it's going to do is 3rd and 4th year doctoral students from around the country can submit business plans. They'll be judged, reviewed, given feedback. The top 5 will then get a free trip to the ADA conference in November in Bonita Springs. They'll present then in front of the membership as well. And then the winner actually gets a $5,000 cash award to put towards their business education or starting their business down the road. And that was explicitly came from the virtual student chapter. So the board did not think of this. A member did not come to us. The student chapter said, this is something we have in mind. They formulated the concept, the idea, and then brought it to ADA. You need to see value for your dues. So some of the simple things, the webinars that are provided, the billing, coding, reimbursement advice. As part of that, ADA members do have access to Dr. Kim Cavett, and they can get advice from her on simple coding issues, or actually more complex coding issues as well. The ADA listserv has been a great source of interaction and information for members. It's highly used, and a lot of very good ideas come out of that. Also, like any organization, the convention is a very big part of being an ADA member. And to that extent, we do have a lot of very active, very enthusiastic people that come to the convention. So it's a really fun conference to be a part of. Ultimately, with the ADA dues, you're buying into an organization that is working incredibly hard for audiologists. And I'm a member of the other organizations as well, but with a focus on private practice and helping audiologists, whether in private practice or not, run successful practices. Another member benefit is Audiology Practices, which is our journal. That's available in paper form. It's also just now been released in an online version, which is a really neat interactive system. The editor, Dr. Brian Taylor, does a wonderful job of getting a wide spectrum of articles, really interesting stuff, and it's just very, very well done. So I think that's a key benefit as well. So for more information, you can just go to audiologist.org.